Melting into a sea of colors and a united consciousness. An LSD experience. My friend Zane and I decided to try LSD at a theme park. He'd done it before, but it was my first time. He told me what to expect, a strong buzz with trippy visuals and vivid colors, but nothing I read could have prepared me for the experience. My heart raced as I swallowed the tiny tab. At first, everything seemed normal. The bright lights, the cheerful music, and the laughter of children filled the air. But as the minutes passed, a strange sensation began to creep over me. It started with a tingling in my fingertips, like tiny electric shocks coursing through my body. I glanced around, and that's when I noticed something was off. People's faces seemed to blur and distort, as if they were made of putty, flickering with TV static. I could see eyes melting, slipping down faces, hair growing and crawling out of people's heads like worms. My hands began to morph, fingers elongating and melting like candle wax dripping down a holder. Panic surged through me, and I stumbled forward, desperately trying to maintain my composure. As I moved deeper into the park, the world around me transformed into a surreal dreamscape. The rides twisted and contorted, their neon colors bleeding into the sky. The ground beneath my feet felt like soft, undulating waves, and I struggled to keep my balance. I stumbled upon a pool connected to the splash ride, but it was unlike any pool I had ever seen. It shimmered with a kaleidoscope of colors, and people were swimming in it, their bodies becoming one with the ever-changing hues. It was mesmerizing and terrifying all at once. I felt my body as if pulled by magnets, seeping into the boundaries of the water, my essence slipping into it. I melted into the pool as the water became one with my body, plunging me into a sea of vibrant energy. I felt connected to each drop and felt them running like rivers over my skin. The water was bleeding into me, and I was bleeding into it, our essences melding into one. The people around me laughing on the rides and milling in the crowds were no longer distinct individuals. They too were falling out of the boundaries of their bodies, their colors seeping towards the pulsating waters in colorful tethers. I felt connected to a collective consciousness. I could feel their thoughts and emotions merging into a shared experience. I could hear their laughter and feel their joy, but I could also sense their fears and insecurities. We were all connected, swimming together in this swirling pool of colors, like drops of paint mixing on a canvas. My body continued to melt, and I no longer had a sense of self. I was a part of something greater, something beautiful and terrifying in its intensity. Time lost all meaning as I swam through this psychedelic sea of consciousness, and I felt a profound sense of unity with the universe. Eventually, as the effects of the LSD began to wane, I slowly started to regain my sense of self. My body felt heavy and foreign, like a suit I had put on for the day. Eventually, the colors grew less vibrant, and I felt the heaviness of my body grounding me back to reality. My soul stuffed back into the confines of my skin, leaving me with a claustrophobic anxiety that took a while to fade away.